A long time ago, there was a boy named Joseph. He was one of 12 brothers, and the favorite son of his father, Jacob. To show his love, Jacob gave Joseph a beautiful, colorful coat. It had stripes of red, blue, green, and yellow, and Joseph wore it proudly. Joseph's brothers saw the coat and became jealous. "Why does Joseph get all the special treatment?" they grumbled. One night, Joseph had a strange dream. He told his brothers, "I dreamed we were tying bundles of grain in a field. Suddenly, my bundle stood tall, and all your bundles bowed down to mine." This made his brothers even angrier. "Do you think you're better than us?" they shouted. Later, Joseph had another dream. "I dreamed the sun, moon, and 11 stars were bowing to me," he said. Even his father, Jacob, was puzzled by this dream. One day, Joseph went to check on his brothers while they were tending sheep. When they saw him coming, they said, "Here comes the dreamer, let's get rid of him." The brothers took Joseph's colorful coat and threw him into a deep pit. Then they sold him to traders traveling to Egypt. The brothers dipped Joseph's coat in animal blood and showed it to their father, pretending Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. Jacob was heartbroken. In Egypt, Joseph was sold as a servant to a man named Potiphar. But Joseph was hardworking and honest, and God blessed everything he did. Soon, Joseph was put in charge of Potiphar's house, but trouble came, and Joseph was unfairly thrown into prison. Even there, Joseph trusted God. In prison, Joseph helped interpret dreams for other prisoners, and his gift was noticed by Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Pharaoh had a troubling dream about 7 fat cows and 7 skinny cows, but no one could explain it. Joseph was brought to Pharaoh and said, "God can help me interpret your dream. The 7 fat cows mean 7 years of plenty, and the 7 skinny cows mean 7 years of famine. You should save food during the good years to prepare for the bad ones." Pharaoh was so impressed that he made Joseph the governor of Egypt in charge of storing food for the famine. When the famine came, Joseph's brothers traveled to Egypt to buy food. They didn't recognize Joseph, but he recognized them. Joseph decided to test them to see if they had changed. Eventually, Joseph revealed himself. "I am your brother Joseph, the one you sold into slavery," he said. The brothers were scared, but Joseph forgave them. "Don't be afraid. God used what happened for good to save many lives." Joseph hugged his brothers and invited his whole family to live in Egypt, where they would have plenty of food. Joseph's story teaches us that God has a plan for our lives, even when things seem hard. It also shows the power of forgiveness and trusting God in every situation.